Welcome to Legion Builds, where I guide you on how to bring your favorite fictional characters into Dungeons & Dragons. This video and all my content is made possible by my Patreon supporters, and it's dedicated to everyone who subscribes to my channel. You're all the reasons why this keeps going. Join the Legion today at patreon.com/63rdlegion for free and help decide next week's new character. Joining my paid tiers allows you early access to my content, a shout out in my videos, homebrew D&D items for your games, and a chance to play some D&D in the Patreon community. It's time for the ultimate villain. From Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it's the Shredder. Much like the rest of the characters of TMNT, Shredder has gone through a lot of changes over the years. He's been an immortal, an alien, a scientific genius, and more. So we're going to talk about what is common between them all. Oroku Saki is the leader of the Foot Clan, a clan of ninjas that operate with ruthless proficiency. Calling himself the Shredder, Sake pushes the Foot further into darkness to prove his own superiority. And that feeling of superiority isn't completely unfounded. Shredder is by far one of the greatest masters of the art of the ninja and hand-to-hand combat. Whenever they face him, the turtles must combine their strength together to even hope of leveling the playing field. In the end, only Splinter has ever proven to be a perfect match against the Shredder. For today's build, we'll be using the Player's Handbook. We're using standard point array to keep things simple, and we are multi-classing, so watch those minimums if you use another system. Make Con 15, Dex 14, Wisdom 13, Strength 12, Intelligence 10, and we're going to be dumping Charisma with an 8. It's not too important for this build because your way of intimidating is based on just hurting people. Shredder is a human most of the time. Resourceful gives you an inspiration dice at the end of a long rest if you don't already have one. Skillful gives you a free skill, grab athletics. Versatile gives you a bonus origin feat. For this feat, Savage Attacker lets you roll 2 sets of damage dice when you attack with a weapon, choosing which set you will use. To finish out your lineage, you know the language common and 2 more of your choice. For background, place +2 into Dex and +1 into Wisdom. For your origin feat, Alert adds your proficiency bonus to your initiative rolls, and you can switch places in the initiative order before combat with a willing ally if both of you aren't incapacitated. For skills, take Perception and Acrobatics. To end out your background, grab a proficiency in a tool of your choice. Depending on how you want to play this, you might go with Tinkerer's Tools or even Alchemist Supplies, but go with what you feel. Level 1 Rogues start things off with 4 skills. Grab Stealth, Investigation, Sleight of Hand, and Intimidation. You are proficient in simple weapons, martial weapons with the Light or Finesse property, Light Armor, Thieves' Tools, and the saving throws Dex and Intelligence. Expertise grants you double the proficiency bonus to 2 skills of your choice. Place this into Stealth and Intimidation. Sneak Attack lets you add damage to your attacks. Once per turn, when you hit with a finesse or ranged weapon while you have advantage on the attack or an ally is within 5 feet of your target, you deal an extra 1d6 damage. Thieves' Cant gives you the coded language Thieves' Cant in another language of your choice. Weapon Mastery improves your weapon skills. At the end of a long rest, you choose 2 weapons you're proficient with, and now when you use them, you can use their Weapon Mastery property. 4 weapons you'll use. Daggers and Scimitars give you Nick, which lets you attack with 2 light weapons with a single attack action, freeing your bonus action. Short Sword and Darts give you Vex, which gives you advantage on your next attack against a creature you've hit with this weapon before the end of your next turn. Spear gives you Sap, which gives a creature hit by this weapon disadvantage on their next attack before the start of your next turn. Level 1 Monks begin with Martial Arts. This improves your unarmed strikes and monk weapons, which are all simple weapons, and the martial weapons with the light property. Now, when not wearing armor or wielding a shield, your attacks with your unarmed strikes and monk weapons can use your dex for attack and damage. You can make an unarmed strike with a bonus action, and your unarmed strikes and monk weapons will do martial arts dice in damage, which is a d6. Unarmored Defense gives you an AC of 10 plus your dex modifier plus your wisdom modifier when not wearing armor or wielding a shield. Level 2 monks gain monk focus. You now have focus points equal to your monk level between short or long rests, and you can spend these points to perform special moves. For these moves, Flurry of Blows costs 1 focus point and lets you make 2 unarmed strikes with a single bonus action. Patient Defense makes Disengage a bonus action, and for 1 focus point, you can now disengage and dodge as the same bonus action. Step of the Wind makes Dash a bonus action, and for 1 focus point, you can now take Disengage and Dash as the same bonus action and double your jump distance. Unarmored Movement increases your movement when not wearing armor or wielding a shield, bringing it to 40 feet. Uncanny Metabolism lets you regain all used focus points when you roll initiative, and you gain temporary HP equal to your monk level plus 1 martial arts dice. You can do this once per long rest. Level 3 monks now have access to their subclass. Open Hand from the player's handbook is going to improve your martial arts. Open Hand Technique adds effects to your Flurry of Blows. Now when you use Flurry of Blows, you can impose a single effect. For these effects that you can choose from, you can impose a strength save or push them back by 15 feet, you can impose a dex save or give them the prone condition, or take away their attacks of opportunity until the start of your next turn. Deflect Attack lets you reduce damage you take with a reaction from attacks that deal bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage. You reduce this by 1d10 plus your dex modifier plus your monk level. If you reduce the damage to 0, you can spend 1 focus point to redirect the attack towards another creature. If the original attack was a melee attack, you redirect it at a creature within 5 feet, and if it was a ranged attack, you redirect it at 60 feet. Once you redirect, you force a dex save against the target, and if they fail, they take damage equal to a martial arts dice plus your dex modifier. Level 4 monks earn our first ability score improvement, increased dex for better AC, stealth, attack, and damage. Slow Fall reduces the damage you take from falling with a reaction by 5 times your monk level. You've hit character level 5, bring your proficiency bonus to +3. Level 5 monks unlock extra attack. You can now attack twice with a single attack action. Stunning Strike lets you stun your enemies. When you hit a creature with an attack, you can spend 1 focus point to force a con save. If they pass, their speed is halved until the start of your next turn, and the next attack against them is at advantage. If they fail, they gain the stun condition until the start of your next turn. A stun creature automatically fails dex and strength saves, can't maintain spells, can't speak, has disadvantage on initiative rolls, all attacks against them are at advantage, and they can't take actions, bonus actions, or reactions. Finally, your martial arts dice are now a D8. Level 6 Open Hand monks learn Wholeness of Body. With a bonus action, you can heal yourself equal to 1 martial arts dice plus your wisdom modifier. You can do this a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier per long rest. Empowered Strikes allows your unarmed strikes to deal force damage instead of bludgeoning damage. Your unarmored movement is now +20 feet. Level 2 rogues gain Cunning Action. Dash, Disengage, and Hide are bonus actions for you. Most of this you can already do, but not hide, so it's helpful. Level 3 rogues now have access to their subclass. Assassin from the player's handbook is perfect for ninjas. Assassin's Tools gives you proficiency in Disguise Kit and Poisoner's Kit. Assassinate gives you advantage on initiative rolls, and when you attack on your first round of combat against a creature that hasn't taken its turn yet, you have advantage on the attack, and your sneak attack will deal more damage equal to your rogue level. Steady Aim improves your attacks. Now on a turn you haven't moved, you can use your bonus action, reduce your speed to 0, and now you have advantage on your next attack. Your speed remains 0 until the end of your current turn. Your sneak attack is now 2d6 extra damage. Your character level 9, raise your proficiency bonus to +4. Level 4 rogues earn another ability score improvement, Cap Off Dex. Level 5 rogues receive Cunning Strikes. Now, once per turn, when you use Sneak Attack, you can subtract the extra damage dice to add effects to the attack. If the Cunning Strike has a DC, it is based on your dex. For these effects, Trip costs 1d6 and you force a dex save if they are a size large or smaller, giving them the prone condition if they fail. Withdrawal costs 1d6, and after you damage them, you can move up to half your speed without provoking attack of opportunity. Poison is 1d6, and if you have a Poisoner's Kit, you can force a con save, and if they fail, they have the poison condition for 1 minute, and can retake the save at the end of each of their turns to end the condition. Uncanny Dodge lets you reduce the damage you take from an attack with a reaction reducing it to half. Your sneak attack is now 3d6 extra damage. Level 6 rogues learn another 2 expertise. Place this into acrobatics and athletics. Level 7 rogues get evasion. Now when you aren't incapacitated and you pass a dex save, you take no damage or half on a failure. Reliable talent improves your skills. Now when you take a d20 test for a skill or tool you're proficient with and you get a result of 9 or lower on the dice, it automatically counts as 10. Your sneak attack is now 4d6 extra damage. You're now character level 13, bump up your proficiency bonus to +5. Level 8 rogues earn another ability score improvement, wipe out that negative in charisma. Level 9 rogues learn infiltration expertise. You can perfectly mimic someone's speech and handwriting after only 1 hour of studying them, and steady aim no longer reduces your speed to 0. Your sneak attack is now 5d6 extra damage. Level 10 rogues earn another ability score improvement, raise wisdom for better AC. Level 11 rogues unlock improved cunning strikes. You can now add 2 different cunning strikes, but must pay for both. Your sneak attack is now 6d6 extra damage. You've hit the final milestone, character level 17, maxing out your proficiency bonus at +6. Level 7 monks get evasion, but you already have that, so let's move on. Level 8 monks earn our final ability score improvement and your character level 19, meaning you get an epic boon. For your boon, Boon of Fortitude makes you a boss battle by increasing your con by +1 and then giving you 40 HP. Also now, once per turn when you heal, you gain a bonus healing equal to your con modifier. Our final level is level 9 monks and you gain acrobatic movement. You can now run up vertical surfaces and across liquids. Now that we've hit level 20, let's recap. Your stats are Strength 12, Dex 20, Con 16, Intelligence 10, Wisdom 16, Charisma 10. Your total class levels are Rogue 11, Monk 9. Let's dive in. You are a savage. Using a dagger as your claw, you're dealing 1d8 +5, and you can add +d6 damage. You can roll 2 sets of damage dice, choose which one you want to use, you can attack twice, and then attack 2 times with your fist, dealing 1d8 +5 damage. Your punches can knock them back or knock them down, your blades can add effects, and all your attacks can stun your enemies. Your enemies will never see you coming, your stealth can never be lower than 27 on the roll, you can hide with a bonus action, your initiative is +11, your speed is 50 feet, and you can reach any place. Finally, you're just pretty dangerous to fight, as your total health taking the average is over 190 HP with an AC of 18. Downside. The biggest problem is that martial arts and sneak attack don't mesh. Yes, all your attacks are dex based, but that doesn't mean they're finesse. You don't really have any range options, but that's not something you're stuck with, as you can grab a short bow or a crossbow. Time to prove you're the greatest warrior of all time. All you have to do is stomp some turtles. I'd like to give a special shout out to my Artificer tier. Thank you, Christopher R. Hunter, Java Squirrel, Daniel Saftler, and Adam. You guys rock. Make sure to like and subscribe to not miss a single new build each week on YouTube and Spotify. And make sure to check out my Patreon, where you can help decide next week's new character.